Alright, so just to let all the viewers know what's happening tonight. Um, so originally there's 8 rounds to go, but we've decided that look, we're not gonna play this game for another 8 weeks. The way that the state that it's in, and with the new game coming out in about five or so weeks' time, we've condensed the season. We're still going to do 8 tracks, but we've condensed that down into 5 weeks. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to do a 25% race in Hungary. So we've got a short quali for that, and then the finishing order. So we're going to basically we're doing a sprint format. So the 25% Hungary race finishing position of that will be the starting grid for Austria, which we'll have next, and that will be 50% race. Hopefully that makes sense. Are you still with me, Kirko? Oh, your audio's not working. Okay. Yeah, the Tier 2 boys had that issue last week. Maybe leave the party and I'll invite you again and see what happens. Izzy Fizzy to the top with a 116.53 and Kano with a 116.9. We're on board with Duck Puncher. Good to have Duck back with us. He's reserving tonight. Unfortunately, Potato had some issues joining us. Just one of the many issues this game is having. And he goes to P4 with a 117.4. I'll just see if I can get Kirko back in here. G'day T-Bar, how are you mate? No, Piastri is not in Tier 1, but he was available to reserve for us, so he's just jumped in at the last minute. We weren't going to have him in, but with a couple of people struggling to get into the lobby, we've just had to chuck a couple of reserves in, so we can have a full lobby and help out the teams in the team's points. Okay, Syrah, how are you, mate? Yeah, Potato was one of the ones that couldn't get in, unfortunately. Potato and Sissy were the twos that yeah, just couldn't get in. I don't know why, but obviously having the issues that this game is having. Oh, hello, Rapid Pajala. How are ya, old man? He's just subscribed. What a legend. Thanks, mate. Appreciate your support. Alright, we'll just try and find someone on a lap after we've got through all these issues. Car Game is at the top with a 116.2. Looks like FF Andy's already crashed out. Great start for him. Andy's going into the pits. Looks like Thomas Island's on an in-lap. So's Left for Dead. Go with Perks. Yeah, so we've got Urban Growth reserving as well. I think Watto was still asleep, so we've chucked Urban Growth into the Williams for him. And who else? We had Piastri was the other one as well. Yeah, Piastri reserving in the Ferrari. think Urban Growth should fill Watto's seat pretty well. He's pretty quick. Should give these guys a good run for their money. Yes, and Duck Puncher is our other reserve. Yeah, unfortunately had to step out of his seat a few weeks ago, but nice to have him on board tonight. As Henchman comes across the line, he goes into stays P18 with a 1:18.1. He's going to have to go again. Let's go on a lap with Mad Dog. Yeah, Claps. Normally Piastri wouldn't reserve here, but I think just with the massive issues, he was there and we just said jump in, why not? Try and fill the spot. Oh, Mad Dog's touched the curb of death. Always happens. As soon as you touch a tyre on that concrete corner there, you're gone. Happens every time on this track. Yeah, look, Syrah, look, I don't really want to risk people joining mid-session. The way the game is, it's probably going to stuff it up even more. It's a shame for him to miss out, but, you know, what can we do? As Unique Throw crosses the line, he does improve, but only to P16. Yeah, that's right, Claps. Yeah, left for dead. This is his first full-time drive, actually, so he reserved for the first time last week. And he was absolutely killing it until his wheel disconnected and forced him to crash. He would have won the race pretty easily from that point. But he was back tonight. Hopefully he has a bit more luck. He's sitting up there in P3, the 1:16.48. I'm not sure what's happening, Kirko, mate. I'm definitely online, unless it's the same issue that the boys that were doing Tier 2 last week had. Well, the week before, I think it was, actually. Or Tier 1. Tier 1 last week, sorry. Car Gamer goes to the top. First driver into the 15s. A 1:15.888. What a lap. Sierra mate, he couldn't get in. There's not much we can do about it. So the issues with this game are just relentless. Hopefully the next game they're going to sort this out. I mean, I'm not holding much hope at the moment, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. Of course, viewers, if you're watching and you want to go on a hot lap with anyone, got 6 minutes left. If you want to redeem the points, we can go in on a hot lap with anyone you like. Actually, just looking down the order, we've got a pretty interesting grid at the moment. Jimmy and Zed down in P15. So it's quite a lot lower than he normally would be. Urban Growth in P14. Easy Reaper, 13th. Of course, the FF Andy crashed pretty early on, so he's going to be starting at the back. As long as Mad Dog can get a lap in. We'll go on board with Mad Dog, actually. But the only one does not to set a time yet. G'day McNeils, good to have you in the chat, mate, welcome. And Mad Dog will go to P18 with a 1:17.7. Still got 5 minutes to go. Actually, what we should do is we should have a look at the tyres. Everyone currently on the softs. With a 25%, that's probably the best strategy to go with the softs, especially if you're going to be up the top. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys do, actually. Being that the finishing position of this race is the starting grid for next race, how everyone approaches it. As Left 4 Dead goes to the top with a 1:15.4. Perks put up a 15.5 as well, we missed that one. McNeil's Kirko was here, but unfortunately his audio is not working. I'm assuming it's another one of the many issues this game is having. Wouldn't let him include his audio, unfortunately. So, I don't know if I'm going to have to do this myself, or what. And a random has joined, awesome. Need you to leave, Mr. Steel Demon, I don't know who you are. Piastri is 2 tenths up. He goes to P8 with a 1:16.588. And thank you for leaving, sir. Alright. Oh, Kano is fighting that curve of death. I think he's given this lap away. Yep. Cooling the tyres, go again. Budos is on a lap. Let's go on a lap with Budos, why not? Actually, while we're just in quali, we'll give a bit of an update of the standing so far. For those playing at home, Perks is our championship leader on 99 points. He's got to do quick maths. He's got a 13-point lead over Car Gamer. Sorry, 21 points. That's probably why I failed at school. 21-point lead over Car Gamer in second place. Car Gamer has actually won the last 2 races to fly up into second spot. So he is the driver in form. Currently up in P3 as well. So he is running hot at the moment. Andy Hannafin on 70 points, so he's 8 points behind Car Gamer in third position. As Budos goes to P6. Who haven't we seen? Easy Reaper. Let's go on a lap with Easy. quite the epic comeback last week. The damage on lap 1 went all the way to the back. His pit put on wrong tyres as well, so he had to pit again. And managed to fight all the way up to 9th. A couple of drivers have retired in pits, look like they've had enough. War Machine's redeemed a hot lap with about 30 seconds to go. War Machine, you might be a bit late, mate. Easy, can he improve? Yes, he does. He goes to P14 with a 1:16.77. So Left 4 Dead up there on a 15.46. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat that. And just as I say that, Perks has gone a 15.26. Commentator's curse straight away. How was that? Mad Dog's retired in the pits. He's going to be starting in P18. Unique Throne is finished in P19. What can Urban Growth do? Can he improve? He's... oh, by a fraction. He's still in P16 though. Left 4 Dead is finished in P2. Hedgeman's finished. Easy's finished. Showtime is a fraction up. Can he oust Jimmy? No, he can't. He stays in P7. And Duck is finished as well. That's done. What a fight for pole that was. Perks gets pole position with a 1:15.26. Just under 2/10 quicker than Left 4 Dead. Toaster in 3rd. Car Gamer 4th. Top Racing Life. Jimmy NZ ended up fighting back to 6th. Showtime, Budos, Duck Puncher, Kano, Thomas Island, Izzy Fizzy, Andy Hannafin, Piastri, Easy Reaper, Urban Growth, Henchman, Mad Dog, Unique Throne, and FF Andy will start at the back. So just reminding everyone, this is of course a 25% and it is raining. Well, well, this is gonna be spicy. A 25% Hungary race in the rain. Good luck, gentlemen. Oh, Perks has lost it already. Luckily it's just a formation lap. Alright viewers, I've just chucked the social links into the chat. If you want to join us, feel free. Hopefully that Discord link works. If not, let me know and I can get you in anyway. We welcome all drivers. We have 2 tiers. Who knows, we could have 3 one day. Still working on that one. But feel free to join us. Everyone's welcome. Alright, here we go. Hungary in the rain. Let's go, gentlemen. Five lights. We're about to get underway in the shortened Hungary Grand Prix. Good start for Perks. Left for Dead is past him though. Great start for Left for Dead. He will lead us through turn 1. Looks like we've got through fairly cleanly. Yeah, there's no cars being left behind. It's a great start from everyone. Good to see. We've got position changes all over the joiners. Just as I said, I think we've lost a Red Bull. Yes, it is. Showtime has been left behind. Got yellow flags in Sector 2. Left for Dead and Perks are going hammer and tongs at the start. These guys are gonna have to be careful in this wet weather. Of course, finishing positions will be the starting grid for Austria, so you don't want to take too many risks this early on. So Left for Dead will lead us across the line for lap 1. Position changes for on the first lap. Kano, probably the biggest gainer so far, up 4 positions, up to P6, right behind his Aston Martin teammate. But Bottas also up 3 positions, so a great start for the Aston Martins. Both of them up into the top 6. Good start for Henchman and Mad Dog down the order as well. Showtime, obviously the biggest loser so far, down 12 spots, and he's into the pits as well as FF Andy. Yeah, I don't envy these guys driving this. I mean, Hungary is hard enough in the dry, let alone doing it in the wet. And we've lost the timings as well. Thanks, game. But we'll stick on board with Jimmy and Zed. Did a pretty tight battle. Right behind Kato. Left for Dead sets a new fastest lap, 28.7. Got Top Racing Life chasing Jimmy down as well. Down the straight. And we've lost someone, Izzy Fizzy. Izzy Fizzy has crashed on the straight. Got a full course yellow. Oh, Showtime has got to drive through a penalty as well. He's already down in P18, so this just goes from bad to worse for him. But we're back under greens. Once again, a great start for the Aston Martins, both up into the top 6. They started 8th and 10th and now sitting in 5th and 6th. They didn't pick up any points last round, so both of them are going to be pretty keen to rectify that. And they're doing a pretty good job of it so far. We probably won't have any safety cars in this one because we've set it to reduce safety car just for the 25%, so we're not sitting here watching the safety car for the entire race. But we will up it. We will up it for Austria next up. Left for Dead sets another fastest lap in 28.4. He is flying at the top. Hopefully he doesn't have any wheel issues this time, and he can get that win he deserved last week. Also, just for the viewers, just doing the 25%, it will only be half competition points, half championship points for this one, and then we'll go back to full championship points for the next one. But any points they can pick up, obviously, will be gold. Great battle going on between Kano and Jimmy. Izzy's left the session, unfortunately. We're going to have to get him back when we set the next race. Jimmy might have a chance up the straight. I think he may be handling the condition, or just as I say that, he has a little bit of a wobble and loses ground. Hey Rose, good to have you in the chat. We've been missing you on track, Rose. Hopefully we can get you back on track by the end of the season anyway. Be great to have you in. Hedgeman's picked up the first time penalty for corner cutting of the race. Also, apologies if I'm not catching as much action as I could. Unfortunately, I don't have Kirko in with me. He was having a few issues, so I'm doing this on my own, so I'm going to try and catch as much as I can. I just crossed up the Toaster because he was 2/10 off Car Gamer, but he had a little bit of a wobble and he's dropped back off. Yeah, absolutely, Rose. We'll get you in for sure. If there's any full-timers racing, I think there's a few people that haven't responded yet. So we'll see what happens. But so far in this race, Left 4 Dead is still leading. Perks up in P2, Car Gamer in third. Those three have not looked like being caught. They are flying. Toaster in fourth. Two Aston Martin boys still fifth and sixth. Jimmy's still on the back of Kano, trying to catch up. It's just so difficult in these wet conditions. G'day Benno, thanks for joining the chat, mate. Left 4 Dead, he started in P2, but he managed to get P1 on the very first corner, and he's led ever since. Yes, it is a sprint format. So we're doing a 25% here at Hungary, and then we'll go on to a 50% at Austria straight after this. Just trying to condense the calendar, so basically so we can end this season as soon as we can, without ruining the season, of course. So we thought, why not make it a sprint format a couple of weeks to end the season? Shake things up a bit, make it a bit fun. Mate, I think Left 4 Dead is super fast everywhere, from what I've seen. He is a beast. Buttocks picks up a 3-second penalty as well. Mad Dog is in the pits. He must have picked up some damage back there. Perks is trying his hardest to catch up to Left 4 Dead, but he is leading very well. The drivers are struggling to make ground in this rain. It is relentless. There's a few close battles all over the place, but everyone's struggling to... Oh, his Easy Reaper's gone! Mad Dog's a bit far away, but I'm probably not going to be able to see what Easy's done. Oh, no, that's a safety car. Well, it's given these guys a chance to pit for fresh inters. I assume we're not going to be going dry tyres, that's for sure. Fresh inters it is. So even on reduced safety car, we have a safety car tonight. Easy must have done a good job of that. Oh, hang on. Andy Hannafin is on softs. Well, that's a bold play. It's a bold strategy cut, and let's see if it works out for him. He's the only one on softs. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. The track still looks pretty wet. I'm saying that FF Andy's got on the mediums and Showtime's on the softs as well. Fair play for these guys. They're at the back of the grid. Take a bit of a risk and see what happens. It definitely looks way too wet though. Look, I give them credit to having the balls to do it as FF Andy. He's spun it. Oh, he's managed to avoid the wall. How did he miss the wall there? Everyone's coming in for softs. Left 4 Dead is on softs. Car Gamer. Toaster's got the mediums. Jimmy's on softs. Top Racing Life mediums. Piastri's on the mediums. Thomas Island, Kano, and Henchman are all on softs as well. Oh, Toaster really struggling. So this is either a genius play by all these guys, or they are going to be sliding all over the joint. We've got 5 guys that have stayed out on the inters. The Perks has stayed out, so he's chosen track position over slick tyres. Budos up to P2, Duck Puncher up to P3. Overgrowth in 4th and Unique Throne all the way up to 5th. And Safety Car is in, so we will find out very soon how this is going to play out. The Left 4 Dead is the first of the soft runners behind the 5 Inter guys, so we'll get a good indication of how these soft tyres are going to run up against these guys. We might stay on board with Left 4 Dead as we restart. See if he can make any kind of dent in their lead. As FF Andy is out as well. He couldn't handle a lot on the mediums. He's out. Yeah, as we can see, the Inter guys are getting away from Left 4 Dead. It might take a little while for the softs to get used to this track. I mean, once we start getting a dry line, it might work out, but yeah, they're going to drop off quite significantly for a while, I would say. As Kano gets past Andy Hannafin up to P9. The Left 4 Dead's now a second behind Unique. So the Inters are definitely the right tyre for now, but that could change as we get a few more laps into this race. Tell you what, if Duck Puncher can get a podium, what a result for him. He was a very, very last minute reserve. Everyone's starting to get a bit spread out now. There's not really any close ones, apart from Toaster is closing in on Piastri. Both of them trying to catch up to Andy Hannafin to try and grab half a point in this championship. Mad Dog's in the pits again. We've got Henchman right on Toaster. He's had to back out of that one. Can he make the move up the inside? Yes, he will. Toaster makes a little mistake there. And Henchman says, thank you very much. We'll quickly cross up to Duck Puncher, who's caught up to Budos. And interestingly, Left 4 Dead has now passed Unique Throne. Well, here we go. Budos and Duck Puncher both in. Perks is in as well. Urban Growth in as well. So looks like the Inters have done their dash, and Left 4 Dead has gone, thank you very much, I will take P1. So as it turns out, the choice to get on these softs early has worked out beautifully for these guys. Unique has stayed out. He's now the only one left on Inters. So Unique is taking his chances to try and grab some points. He is down the wrong end of the table, so he's going to take a risk. Try and stay up the pointy end as long as he possibly can. We've got a battle between Jimmy and Kano. It's the opposite way that we had before. Sure, Kano is making ground on Jimmy, but it's very, very hard to pass on this track. At the best of times, let alone in wet conditions. Oh, jeez. It is on for all money between these two. Car Gamer now gets past Unique, so yeah, Unique's in. He's decided the risk is not worth it. The tyres just are not going to work for him. We've got DRS. DRS is available now. So the track is obviously getting nice and dry for these soft tyres and the DRS to take effect. We've got yellow in Sector 2, looks like a Mercedes. Top Racing License had a spin. We've got, safety car. That's another safety car, no way. Oh, that was Mad Dog. Mad Dog's crashed out. And Left 4 Dead is probably going, no, just as he was getting a massive lead. He had about an 8-second lead, and that is all gone. Well, it's going to give an opportunity for these guys that were struggling at the back, like Top Racing Life and Showtime, to catch up. Unique Throne as well, he's dropped all the way down to P14 unfortunately. I think he stayed on those inters just a little too long. Yeah, good point, Collapse. The penalties, what have we got so far? So Henchman, Piastri and Budos, the only ones with penalties so far. Which is, yeah, it's just really, it's going to hurt them. We're probably going to have, we might have 2 racing laps. We've got 3 laps after this one. I dare say the safety car will go around for 1 more lap, and then we'll have a 2 lap dash. As Perks gets a penalty under safety car. Well, that's probably ruined the chances he has of winning. I'll tell you what though, it's good to see Henchman up in P6. Good on him. He's been struggling this season. He scored points in the first 2 races, but hasn't scored since then. So, I for one, am pretty excited to see him up there. Hopefully he finishes in the points. It'll be good for the championship and also for him personally, obviously. Give him a bit more confidence to try and finish this season out strongly. Kano, the other one, he's even a bit further down the championship ladder than Henchman is, so to see Kano up in P4, this is huge for him. I think Cargamer's got to be the form driver of this tier. He's won the last 2 races and currently up in P2. He was absolutely nowhere in the championship, and he's 50 points from the last 2 races has rocketed him up to P2 in the championship. Alright, it's top racing life in Showtime, but both got up to the back. The safety car will definitely be in this lap. And we will have a 2-lap dash to the finish. Yeah, Benno, that was absolutely devastating for Left 4 Dead last week. He was cruising to the win before he had wheel disconnection issues. So hopefully this is the win that he deserves, that he deserved last week anyway. He hasn't looked like being caught since the first corner of the first lap. Safety car is in. Thank you, race control. Let's get it on, boys. 2 laps to go. We've actually got 7 different manufacturers, 7 different teams in the top 7. Bloody love seeing that. Great battle. Alright, here we go again. We're back underway under green flag conditions. Unique Throne gets a 3-second penalty. Cargamer's giving Left 4 Dead a run up the inside. He's going to have to back out of this one, I think. Oh, wow. Yes, he is going to have to deck it back up, and Left 4 Dead keeps the position. We're going to have to stay with this battle. Do not touch that corner. Go spinning if you do. We've got yellows in Sector 2. We've lost an Aston Martin. Kano's gone. He's still in, but he's gone all the way to the back. Just when I was saying it was awesome to have him up into P4 and in the points. Unfortunately, he's lost it. That's probably ruined any chance he's had of getting any points. Real shame for him, but we've got a massive battle for the win here. So not only will the win get, it's Kano crashes. Kano is out, but we won't have a safety car on the last lap. So not only will the win get the winning driver 12.5 points. Of course, we're going half points for this race, but they will be on pole for Austria next up. Yeah, Cargamer's starting to drop off Left 4 Dead now. I think Left 4 Dead has got this one. Starting to pull away from Cargamer. Cross down to Perks, right on the back of Henchman. What a battle this is. Jimmy, Henchman, Perks and Andy Hannafin on the back of him too. He going for the move, there's contact. He's forced Henchman wide and Andy Hannafin will pass both of them. Well, that could be a little bit of a steward's inquiry about that move. I don't think Perks was far enough up to be making that move. But we'll cross to Left for Dead as he crosses the line and takes the win. His first win in Wallaby Racing League. Well done. Car Gamer will cross in second. Jimmy P3, Andy Hannafin P4, Thomas Ireland up into P5. Perks P6, Urban Growth P7 on his Wallaby Racing League debut. Well done to Urban Growth. And taking his Top Racing Life in P8. Urban Growth, our driver of the day. Now for Romeo on the top step. You don't see that too often. Well done. Set to take a photo of this grid so I can set it up for the next one. So there we have it. Left for Dead takes the win. Car Gamer P2, Jimmy in P3, up from 6th. Andy Hannafin 13th to 4th. Thomas Island 11th to 5th. Perks in P6. Urban Growth 16th up to 7th. Great race from him. Top Racing Life, Showtime and Piastri will take a point for Ferrari, or half a point. With half points, Henchman, Duck Puncher, Budos, Unique Throne, Toaster, Kano, Mad Dog, FF Andy, Easy Reaper, and Easy Fizzy rounds out the grid. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just